So I wanted to talk about these two guys in particular in a video. I didn't want to talk about Casey DeSmith. We already talked about Lindholm and Zadorov. But there are some other former Vancouver Canucks who have signed deals and who are now going to brand new teams. Starting out with Ian Cole. This is actually the more recent of the two, but I wanted to talk about this one first here. Ian Cole signed a one-year, $3.1 million contract with the Utah Hockey Club. And I know the immediate instinct would be, okay, wait a minute, Ian Cole, $3 million? Rick Dhaliwal said, hey, the Canucks were nowhere near this number. Good deal for Cole. But as Tesla Canuck goes out there and says, hey, Utah is wheeling and dealing heading into their debut season. They got John Marino, they got Mikhail Sergachev, they have signed Ian Cole. AFP Analytics says this is a good signing. We expected Cole to take a hit on the AAV this year, but Utah has money to spend. No real risk here, as it is only a one-year deal. Cole's projected contract from AFP was $2.1 mil. He really gets $3.1 mil. And this is a guy who, if you take a look at his overall profile, what stands out, of course, is the age. He is 35 years old, 6'1", 225 left-handed defenseman, and a guy who had 11 points in 78 games played this most recent season with the Canucks. Now, Cole isn't really renowned for his point production. He's renowned more so for his experience, his playoff exposure, and his mentorship for the young guys. And that seems to be what he brought over to the Vancouver Canucks. He was a pretty good defenseman, honestly, for the majority of the season. It's just in the playoffs, he absolutely stunk against the Oilers. Like, it says here that he had 1 assist against Edmonton. Nah, he had like 5 points against the Oilers, and they were all on his own team. The guy became a double sleeper secret agent for Edmonton and was helping them out in winning these games. But for the most part, when he is at his best, he is a very solid middle pairing defenseman who can make hits, break out pucks, and who doesn't really have the best conditioning, I noticed. I mean, you can definitely tell watching the course of the season that he is a 35-year-old guy. So for 1 year, at the very least, Utah will be putting Cole in a position to succeed, to mentor a lot of these other younger talents, and be given more money for his services, because $3 million, I mean, the Canucks were not near that number at all. There also was another contract that I liked a lot. This is Buffalo. They had signed Sam Lafferty, 2-year contract, AAV of $2 million a season. Look at that. They photoshopped the Canucks thing to make the TD logo blue. That's kind of interesting. But Sam Lafferty, this most recent season, had 24 points in 13 games played with the Canucks. The majority of that production was in the first half of the year. He was playing with Elias Pettersson for a good chunk of the season, but was never able to get anything going in the playoffs. 0 points in 11 games played. Lafferty was so good to start out the season, but as the year went on, he just completely shriveled away. When he's at his best, though, he's a speedy winger. He can drive to the front of the net. He can make things happen, and he can do a really good job at just forcing things to go to the front of the goal area. You don't really see that much in the second half of the year, but for Buffalo, they're hoping that happens more so throughout the course of the full season. I'd say that Lafferty is more of a discount Alex Tuch, who is not as good. He's got a lot of wheels, though, that's for sure. Sam Lafferty certainly is not slow. He's a fast player. So if the Buffalo Sabres are able to capitalize on that aspect of his game, this 2-year, $2 million AAV contract could definitely be worth it if they get him back up to speed offensively and give him a proper role to do that. So 2 contracts here. Ian Cole, good on him for getting a huge contract with the Utah Hockey Club, $3 million for a season. Sam Lafferty, good on him as well, getting the 2x2 with the Buffalo Sabres. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about these 2 contract signings. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.